why Facebook ads work and what you should do when they don't work. Let's dive in. So first off, Facebook is like Facebook. When I say Facebook, Facebook includes Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, your Messenger, and eventually Threads. So just their whole host of platforms that Facebook owns, which makes it the biggest social media platform that we are able to advertise on. Side of Google, but it's not really a social media platform. But why these ads work is you're literally able, even with the restrictions that we've had over the years happen of like limitations on targeting, interests, demographics, all that, 8-9 years ago, it was the Wild West. We could target whatever we really wanted. We could almost get our ad down to showing to one exact person. Can't really do that anymore. But the reason they still work, and in my opinion, and in my like real world results between my own e-commerce stores and my agency's clients, why they work so well is you have a huge amount of people on there. You're still able to do interest targeting and create lookalikes, right? Even after iOS 14.5, so even after iOS 14.5, there are still abilities to serve an ad to somebody and then retarget or remarket to them across the Facebook platform and then other platforms. So, but really, so Facebook has a host of different ad styles. Right now, video is king, but you need to make sure that you're using video that stands out in the feed and doesn't just blend in with everything else. They also have the option for your carousel ads, your in-app experiences, collection ads where you have a video or an image with other products down below it, so you can really tailor ads to what people are most likely to interact with. Not only that, but the algorithm is so smart, it knows very much where and when to serve an ad to somebody for them to take an action. And they have so much data on us because literally there's no privacy. Like it's kind of funny to me that people still believe we have any kind of semblance of privacy. We all just like hit the I agree button and when we download an app and then wonder how they know everything about us. Well, they know everything about us because of that, because of website tracking, because they're plugged into the credit bureaus and big data centers that are collecting information on us nonstop, right? So they know what you're interested in. They know what your hobbies are. They know who you're around. And by knowing all this information, we can really tailor an ad for people that are most likely to say fill out our lead form for whatever business type it is, as well as go to our e-commerce store, our online store, and purchase our product. You can even whittle it down to people who are engaged shoppers, because Facebook knows, or Meta knows, who actually does a lot of online shopping. And that's because the pixel that they have is like just on so many different websites, right? And so they know your behavior. They know, we can target down to what kind of TV shows they're interested, what are their hobbies, what influencers or celebrities do they follow, what kind of food do they eat, are they an engaged shopper, are they recent parents, did they just get married? All of this stuff allows you to really get in front of the right person. But the other key is getting it in front, the right message in front of the right person. So when you're able to get the right message, which really needs to be benefit driven, and that's like the biggest thing anymore, is we live in a me culture. So everything needs to be benefit driven, right? Not features. People don't really care about your features. So you drive the right ad in front of the right person with the right objective. And that's why Facebook works. You can have so many eyeballs on you. You can get 1,000 people, depending on the objective and everything, to see your ad and your brand for anywhere from like $2 to $20 per 1,000 people, right? And that's anywhere from that's like using reach all the way up to sales. Sales are the most expensive. Versus like a commercial for 30 seconds is like $150 just for local. It's way different, right? And there's no real CTAs. You're not going to be able to get attribution from TV, but with Meta ads or Facebook ads, you're able to get all that attribution and get in front of the right person with the right demographics for your product, for your brand in multiple different ways, and then remarket to them. Say they watch a certain percentage of your video, you can then remarket to those people who then didn't purchase or fill out a lead form. That's huge, right? So that's kind of in a nutshell why Facebook really works, very high level. Now, if your Facebook ads aren't working, what you need to look at is what I consider the soft data being your click-through rate, your CPM, your frequency, cost per click, right? So if you're not getting any purchases, any leads, then you need to look at that data, because that tells me that you have either a bad ad and you need to work on your creative, your video, your image, your ad copy, or you're in a very competitive audience that's probably costing a lot of money. So what you look at is like a click-through rate. If you're sub 1%, sub 0.75%, especially on a sales campaign or a leads campaign, you need to work on your ad. You need more people there because it's a numbers game, right? Not everybody that goes to the website is going to do that action. Only a small percentage is. Like if you're e-commerce, 1 to 3% is all that's going to probably purchase on any given day. Same thing with leads, could be 10 to 20%. Depends on how good your landing page is. So you could have a landing page issue, but most likely I would start with getting your click-through rate higher. Then also look at your CPM. If you have a very high CPM, I would say over $20. Right now, not in fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is going to be a very, very expensive year. CPM's almost double. It's crazy. But during the regular time of the year, CPM of over, say, let's just go $30. If your CPM is $30 or more, you are in a very bloody ocean, very competitive audience. So what you need to do, or what I like to do, is try to niche down to get in front of the same people through different audiences that not every other marketer or every other business is actually using. So this can be going like, I'm going to use a golf analogy. So let's just go ahead and use a golf analogy. So with golf, if I want to get in front of very avid golfers, very like hardcore golfers, or like legitimate golfers, not just like your weekend warriors or golf a couple times a year, I'm not going to target Tiger Woods, because Tiger Woods is known by everybody, right? I want to get down and target somebody like Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, Ricky Fowler, Bubba Watson, golf club makers, but that aren't like Titleist or Callaway. So maybe, or TaylorMade, go after Ping, go after Bridgestone, like that Bridgestone makes golfs and golf clubs. So those kinds of things, I'm going to get in front of golfers, but I'm not using the big audience that a lot of people that aren't really my target market are in, if that makes sense. You want to build and look at those. If you have high CPM, look at what you're targeting and see how can you niche that down, but still have a good size audience. So you're going to stack a bunch of smaller audiences on top of each other to still build a large audience. Basically what you do if your Facebook ads aren't working, you just have to interpret the data and see what is the story it's telling you. Is it telling you that you need to work on your ads? Is it telling you that you have a overly expensive audience and you need to work on your targeting? Are you picking the right objective? Are you realistically, the majority of us only ever need or want sales or leads. So don't go for anything other than sales or leads, right? You need to stick to those. Don't worry about traffic, video views. You don't need to fill up the top of funnel with traffic and then retarget them. Like, no, just go right for leads or sales, because that is your ultimate objective. And that is what the algorithm will show to you. So hopefully this is helpful for you. And, let me know what you see in your ads. Let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, if you, want more information, or, if you're having problems and what kind of data you're seeing, I'm more than happy to jump down in the comments and give you some advice. I would really appreciate it if you got some value from this, if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel.